Okay, so bragging rights is in the books. This one is done. So I guess we have what? Another 2 weeks for another pay-per-view? When it came to Ziggler Bryan, everyone knew it had to be Bryan, and of course, it was Bryan. I wish they would mention that they're going to do other matches every now and then. Because they did do a tag team championship match. Rose and McIntyre versus a team from Nexus. Cena and Otunga. Cena dominated. New champs, and they're part of Nexus. So now I guess Cena and Otunga get to be on both shows. So now Cena can be dominant and always win matches, and still be part of Nexus. Because you know what? He's a tag champ now. I'm cool with that, because it actually puts more emphasis on him being part of Nexus. And plus that way, you know, if they ever want to cut Otunga loose, they can just have him get pinned and cost him the belts. They actually did DiBiase versus Goldust. I'm digging what they do on Raw with these two. You know, Goldust is a solid worker. He can get you over. Ted seriously needs to be put over. You know, and this is actually going to be a pretty decent, solid feud for them. I initially thought it was going to be Michelle McCool taking on Natalya, but I guess, you know, with McCool being in Anaheim for the Lesnar fight, it might have been easier to throw Layla in there, and of course, heel trickery, as always. The Unified Divas belt, still standing on Lay Cool. The Buried Alive match. Yeah, anyone who thought Taker was going to win this, sorry. Taker is going to be out injured for a little while. He's got nagging injuries. This makes sense. And of course, he was attacked by Nexus. Remember how my predictions, I said this pay-per-view really does need some Nexus in there. You know, they had like the one match, Barrett and Orton. And of course, Barrett won via DQ. So he's technically he won the match, he didn't win the belt. So, you know, that works well. Now it comes down to Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. And ironically, the first person I pointed out that was probably going to be eliminated was Santina Marella. And of course, not that ironically enough, Team SmackDown won. I mean, that's pretty amazing that SmackDown has now defeated Raw twice in bragging rights. And ironically, that also means is that in the interpromotional matches that they did, Daniel Bryan won. So that means twice the U.S. champion has won the match against the IC champion. Pretty unique, huh? At the same time, SmackDown has won both bragging rights matches. Like I said, that's a good way to get more going into, you know, SmackDown being on Sci-Fi. So, like I said, I didn't picture really any belts changing hands. None of them did. You know, DiBiase went over on Goldust, which is good, because that's going to keep their feud going. What happened with the Barrett Orton stuff actually worked fairly well. You know, the communication between Barrett and Cena actually, it worked out pretty well. It seems like Cena is probably going to help maybe kind of temper some of the heel influence going on with Nexus. You know, that's actually probably going to work and make the storyline a lot more interesting going on as opposed to just Barrett barking orders at Cena. It's going to put Cena on kind of more of an even keel and probably give him a little bit more leeway, or it'll be the constant struggle between, you know, Cena and Otunga trying to turn things around when it comes to the overall Nexus point of view. And you know what? That actually works. This was a solid pay-per-view for when it comes to building future feuds.